Hello everyone, it's your trainer Kathy from Pilates with Kathy. I'm going on to my next recipe. This is going to be a quiche. I've got some eggs in my bowl. I'm going to start beating them. Just very light beating. I'm also going to be making some waffles for my nephew. I bought him a new waffle maker. It's in the shape of cars, and this would be a good idea for those of you who have kids and don't have a lot of time to make a big breakfast for them. It's a nice on-the-go before school recipe. And so is this quiche that I'm making. I'm making two different types, one with Canadian bacon and bell peppers and another with the Mexican style. It's got green chilies and Mexican cheese. Move that down for you. As you can see, my eggs are nice and lemony yellow.
At Planet Fitness, the go-to members are alike. Their routines are different. They use different equipment. And they do it for different reasons.
All ready to go. To these I will add the salt and pepper. Just a light amount of salt. Like 1/8 of a teaspoon about. And the same amount, 1/8 of a teaspoon of pepper. We will start whisking that in. You can also do this with a stand mixer if you'd like. We're also going to add 1/4 cup of flour. A teaspoon of baking soda. Get my teaspoons out here. Make sure you get any lumps out of the baking soda as you're measuring. Just going to place that in the mixture. Whisk that up well. This makes it look almost like pancake batter. Adding flour and baking soda helps to keep the batter from being so runny. I forgot I gotta preheat my oven. 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And the recipe is in the description box below. How is everyone doing with my challenge? I recently posted an arms workout, and I'll have abs up this Saturday. And you can always combine the workouts together. You can do like a section of legs, a section of arms, and then a section of abs. And I'll be posting my Pilates stretch and the cardio and full body up from the next few weeks. Trying to get the flour lumps out. I also just remembered I'm putting melted butter in this, so I have to go to the microwave. Melt this in the microwave for about 30-second intervals at a time until it's melted fully. This is a 1/2 cup of butter that we're putting in. I use stick butter. Just kind of put the whisk into the bowl so you get all the excess in there. We're now going to whisk that together into the egg mixture. I might even add an additional 1/4 cup of flour to this. I added just a 1/4 cup, and I'll up it to a 1/2 cup, just to make sure that this is nice and thick, so when we go to scoop it into our cupcake tins, it doesn't get all runny on the sides. And grab some more flour. I always like to store my flour in a container along with my sugars and other baking ingredients to keep things organized. These are Rubbermaid containers. You can find these on Amazon. They're a good price. And they also come with labels so you can keep everything well organized. Just going to add this to my mixture here. So that goes up to, I added an extra 1/2 cup, so that's 3/4 of a cup total. I'll be sure to change that in the description. Oh yeah, that's much better. And this won't change the taste of the dish. Now that we've added our flour, we're going to add our milk, 1 cup of milk. It's just like making pancake batter. I'm going to grab another bowl so we can divide this up. Pouring 1/2 of this mixture into a separate bowl will make 1 Mexican and 1 American style. Is that about half? Maybe just a little bit more. Now we are ready to go. Just going to move my flour out of the way. I've got my bell peppers and Canadian bacon in here. Each one is finely diced, about 4 slices of Canadian bacon and 1/2 cup of bell pepper. Doesn't matter what color you use, red, green, orange, or yellow. Just going to mix that in really well. Comment below what you think and if you want to see anything else on this channel. I've got a 1/2 cup of my Mexican cheese here. I'm going to add some to both of these. Just add 1/2 of it to the bell pepper and Canadian bacon mixture. Then we just mix that in really well. And you can always add more cheese if you want to. Moving on to my other one. I have some hatch green chilies here in a can. If you want a little spicier, you can use serrano chilies or habanero peppers. You can even add salsa mix to this. I wouldn't add too much because this can get really spicy. an extra addition, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm just using paste picante salsa, only add about a spoonful of this, no more. We just mix that in really well. It's got a nice red and green look. I'll bring this closer to the camera so you can see. We'll take and add the rest of our Mexican cheese. I'm going to clear up my workspace here. Now we are ready to start spooning these into the cups. I have my cupcake tins with liners in them. I'm going to use a little cookie scoop to do this. Starting with my Canadian bacon and bell pepper mixture, just taking a little scoop and spooning them into each cup. We heated our oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm just going to scoop a light amount at a time, and we'll add more later if we have batter left. Adding that flour really makes a difference. It's dripping a little bit, but not as much. And if you want to make this a little bit thicker, you can put it in a pastry bag. But if it's too runny, you don't want to put it in the bag because it'll just run right out of it. So the cookie scoop is the best method. And you can also add more cheese on top. Before we put these in the oven, we'll add more cheese on top. I'm just going to add a little bit more to these cups since I've got more. And this is a recipe that even the kids will love. Kids can be very picky eaters. My nephew in particular, he's almost 2 years old and he's extremely picky. He mostly likes pizza and strawberries. We recently made him a little snack with strawberry Cheerios, freeze-dried strawberries, and some strawberry yogurt melts. He loves that. He also likes to play with his food a lot. We have to clean it up. Almost got this first one ready to go. I've got just a little bit of batter left, so I'm going to pour it into the ones that have the least amount. Try not to overdo this. A little bit more batter in these cups. You can always take a little paper towel and dab around the edges if you've got any excess on your cupcake tin. Just going to clean this off a little bit. Got a little bit of Canadian bacon on the edge. Take my next cupcake tin and add the rest of this, my Mexican, green chili and salsa. Call it green chili and salsa quiche cups. And Canadian bacon and bell pepper quiche cups. I made a Canadian bacon and bell pepper because my dad, he's got some stomach issues, so he can't have a lot of spicy stuff. But my nephew might try a little bit of both. Just using our cookie scoop and adding this 1 cup at a time. And we use the liner so that the eggs don't stick to the bottom of the pan. Going to add some more to these other cups here. Have little amounts. And these will take anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes to bake. I'll add a little bit to these other cups here. We are ready to go. I'll just add a little more cheese to the top of these. This is a mix of cheddar, Monterey Jack, queso, and asadero. Just going to sprinkle on top here. Show you what I'm doing. This just adds a little more flavor to the dish. And if you're looking for ideas on what to serve this with, there's overnight oats, which you can make by placing a cup of milk and half a cup of oats in a jar overnight. And then letting them sit and soak, and you can add berries, granola, nuts to the top, and just enjoy a nice on-the-go breakfast. You can even take it to work with you on a busy day. Move this aside. My next set of cups. And these heat up nicely in the microwave the next morning, these quiche cups. So you can make them the night before and have them ready for breakfast in the morning. These are also some good on the go. And if the kids want to have breakfast for lunch, you can pack these in their lunch bags. Just make sure you pack them on ice, a nice refrigerated bag, insulated bag. We are ready to place these in the oven. I've got my oven ready to go. You want to place these on the middle rack. These will take about 10 minutes to bake. And if they need additional time, you can always put them on for longer. While those are cooking, I'm going to show you these waffles that I'm making. We just bought this for my nephew. It's got cars, some waffle iron in the shape of cars because he loves cars. Just go and plug this in. Oops. I tipped the iron over. That happens sometimes. Got my waffle batter all ready to go. Sorry about that noise there. Just gonna spoon some batter in here and make some waffles to go with our quiche. I'm gonna try to place some batter inside each slot. Just gonna close up the waffle iron. And this will blink blue when it's ready. Just gonna clean up my workstation here. And if you're looking for any dinner ideas tonight, my chicken caprese from last week would be a good recipe. Also, you can make some turkey meatloaf. I love to make meatloaf and mashed potatoes. I can show you a trick for that later on. Placing some water in the bottom of the meatloaf dish and then covering it with foil and steaming it for about an hour, the first half hour or so, and then the last half hour take the foil off, and so the ketchup on top can get a nice glaze. We got about 7 minutes left on our quiche. I'm just going to take a quick peek and see how they're doing. Oh yes, they're looking great. Okay. My waffle iron starting to leak. Yeah, my waffle iron's leaking here. Must have put too much batter in the waffle iron. While we're waiting, I can show you that snack I made for my nephew. You see, we take some strawberry Cheerios and some freeze-dried strawberries like this, and then strawberry yogurt melts. Then you just mix them together in a bag, and you can serve them in snack bags for your kids. That's another good on-the-go recipe. Check my waffle and see how it's doing. That's looking good. I just need to get a plate to put the waffles on. Just taking a little fork and placing it underneath the waffle slowly releases it. This is a brand new waffle iron. I've never used it before. I want to see how this turned out. I'll just have to pick this up and flip it. See how that looks. Here, see, we have different little cars on there. There's a school bus. We've got garbage truck, a police car, a tow truck. I'm going to place the next set of batter on there. Make sure not to fill it up too much this time. Close that up. Still got a little bit of waffle batter on the edge there. I'm going to clean that up. It's part of the beauty of having kids. Things get messy. His second birthday is coming up, and I have a recipe for chocolate waffles, which I'm going to make him with this waffle iron. I might even make him a Lightning McQueen cake or Lightning McQueen macarons. Macarons are the French sandwich cookies made with a meringue cookie and buttercream in between the layers. 2 cookies sandwiched together. Check my quiches and see if they're ready. They've still got a little more time to go. I think I'll taste test the waffles while I'm waiting. Let you know how they taste. I think I'll put a little more vanilla in them next time. The recipe came with the waffle iron. Ready to take this off. Hey, this looks even better than the last one. I don't know if you can see the cars very well. I think this is the police car, I'm not sure. I know this is the school bus. I think we got a taxi cab here too. This is a pickup truck, definitely. This is a tow truck. Here. I think this truck is the garbage truck. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. This is definitely the school bus in the middle. I guarantee you the kids will love it no matter what. Stay tuned with me. Our quiches are about to come out. Just want to lightly fill each section of the waffle iron. Looks like that's the timer for the quiche. I'll see how that's doing. See if we need to go additional time. Need a few more minutes, about 5 more minutes. While we're waiting, I'll share with you what I've got coming up on my channel. In February, I'll have a Valentine's Day workout. I may or may not have a partner for that workout. But basically, I'll be doing exercises that you can do by yourself or with a partner, depending on what you like, what your preference is, what you got going on that day. And then I'll have a special program in March called the Spring into Spring, where we do workouts that are getting us ready to go into the new spring season. I'll also include a March Madness workout, which will have a couple football runs, little side-to-side knees. As a matter of fact, we can run in place throughout while we're waiting, or we can dance a little bit. And I'll keep an eye on the waffles. Someone just came in the door now, so I'll see if they want some waffles. And if you like my exercise videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel, CatRose2394. You can follow me on Instagram at CatRose38 and on Facebook at Kathy Fit Trainer, where I will post this recipe. And I can share a waffle recipe with you if you'd like that. The iron is ready. This waffle needs a little more time. As a matter of fact, here's one of the cars here. Let's see if you can tell what that is. It's got a back of it, so it looks kind of like a truck to me, but not quite a pickup. Oh, this one is the garbage truck, I can tell, because it flows back to it. Like, this is where the garbage goes. It was garbage day today. Try to get the school bus free. Kids go to school on the bus every day. They might like this, some cute little design. Oh, here, this is definitely the police car. I can see this little indentation on the top. It's the little police headlights. And this is the front of the cruiser. This one, I believe, is a taxi cab. This last one, I believe, is a taxi cab, and then this one is a tow truck because I can see the little tow wheels. My next waffle is ready to go. I'll let you know what my nephew thought of these in the later post. Got a free one of the cars here. I'll check my quiches again here in a moment. Sometimes they might take up to 20 minutes. Placing another waffle in for him. He loves waffles and strawberries more than anything. He likes bagels with cream cheese and strawberries. Yeah, he's a sweet kid. He's running around the house a lot these days. He's even exercising with me. I saw him doing little squats. It was just the cutest thing. I tell you, it was so cute. I smell our quiches. It looks like they're ready. Yes, our quiches are ready to come out. Look at those. Don't they look wonderful? We want to let these cool in the pan for about 5 minutes before we take them out. I'm also going to take them off the hot oven as they tend to collapse because they're kind of like souffles. And my nephew is hungry, so I'm going to feed him. Well, thank you for joining me today for this recipe edition of my Pilates with Kathy 5-week challenge. If you want to see more, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, CatRose2394. Also, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit that notification bell so you do not miss any workouts. Your notification bell is on the upper right-hand corner of your YouTube page, and it's the best way to find my videos. You just click on the bell, and the menu will drop down. And then just click on my video, and it'll take you right to it. Well, this is Kathy. Have a wonderful evening and a great tomorrow morning. Goodbye.